This is Bruce Sutton with the Herald Review Media. We are talking with local photographer Tim Lawson, who's actually showing some photography here this month at the Douglas Art Gallery. Mr. Lawson, if you would, first of all, explain to us how you got into this line of work.
It was back in 2018. I was asked by the Hidalgo Youth Rodeo Association up in Lordsburg if I would be willing to try out some photography for them because they were needing a new photographer. I had done photography for a while, and that was my first foray into rodeo, and fell in love with it. Love the action, love the being able to capture those moments that aren't going to happen again.
What kind of camera do you use?
I've been using Sony mostly. Currently, I'm shooting with the Sony A7R.
And so, did you have any pre-advanced training, any pre-advanced schooling prior to picking up a camera and just started taking pictures?
Just the school of YouTube.
Really?
Oh yeah, I did when I found out I loved photography long time ago. I ended up getting a medium format
I've had those.
camera with a lot of movement, so I could really understand photography more, all the adjustments, all the tilt, shift, and everything there. Then moved on to more digital stuff.
What would you say has been the biggest reward for you as far as a photographer shooting the events that you shoot?
Capturing the moments and being able to preserve them for the people. There's some of the wrecks, a lot of girlfriends and moms and wives want to show those photos, and then the guys like to show the more triumphant photos.
You've got the eclipse behind you.
Yes.
Talk about that and how that came about, and then let's talk about this other one here, this big one behind you. So let's start with the eclipse.
All right. So I knew the eclipse was going to be happening, so went up. This is Barfoot Park up in the Chiricahua Mountains, and so climbed up in January. Really cold, hiding behind a rock during the wind, and then every 15 minutes from the start of the eclipse until sunrise, I shot the same image and brought them all into one shot. And then
This big one here with the, where's this rodeo at?
that's in Tombstone at the Shootout Arena.
Okay, so they're going to see this article.
Yes, and this was their very first event, and it was packed, so I was stuck in one spot. And since I was stuck in that one spot and every shot was taken from the same location, it gave me the opportunity to put several photos from throughout the night into one image.
Oh, so this is multiple shots converted into one.
Oh yeah.
I was just going to say it's a wide angle, and I didn't know how you were able to get everything.
Yeah, the clown here is also
Yep.
there and there. And this bullfighter is also on the fence up there. So it's a lot of action.
And then down below we have an actual rodeo, plus we got scenic shots down here. Let's talk about those.
Oh yeah, this is during a ranch rodeo that was held in Douglas. And the guys lined up perfectly for me. It doesn't always happen, but it worked out. And every once in a while, there are some amazing poppy blooms that happen in certain areas. So when I saw the yellow down in the valley,
Uh-huh.
I had to get out there and make sure I got that.
Sometimes you got to hike in a ways, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got a beautiful waterfall over here. Let's talk about this, please.
Oh yeah. This is John Hand's waterfall, also up in the Chiricahua Mountains next to the Southwestern Research Station. And I wanted the smooth water look, but I didn't have the right filter, so I experimented a little bit. I shot 96 consecutive images and then averaged the images together to get that long exposure look, even under bright sunlight.
So there's a lot of behind the scenes pagination, basically, you do to get the pictures put together.
Yes. A lot of these are just shot in the moment and they are as I caught them, but then some of them took a lot more work and are a lot of layers.
And then you got a calf and her mom over here.
Oh yeah.
And then more cacti.
Yeah, the little calf. There's a white barn. White Barn up in the San Simon Valley, and they have some American Angus that they sell, and they sell at a couple local farmers markets. But they asked me to come up there and take some photos of their herd, and I had a lot of fun out there with them.
And then, of course, we got some more rodeo over here. Plus, we actually got something very different, a Gila monster here, which is typical for southern Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of up close and personal, aren't you?
A little bit. I do find them in the wild sometimes, but this one, some of the local researchers had found him. And they asked me if I wanted to come down and photograph the Gila. So I had a handler off to the side for this one. But I do find them sometimes in the wild and get photos on my own. But
They say once they get a grip on you, it's hard as heck to get off.
oh yeah, and I spent a lot of time walking backwards.
I'm sure you did. And then, of course, over here we have some more scenic western shots of the horses, rodeo. I love this one here, the cowboys in the mud. This is just typical of a rain. You know, many times we've done work out there in the pins, pouring. You still got to do what you got to do.
Oh yeah.
So I take it you have a lot of fun, a lot of passion for what you do.
I do. It's exciting. I also do some real estate stuff, and it's a lot easier to catch a house that isn't moving. But then there's always a thrill catching the perfect moment on, when some of this action is happening. You're not going to see that moment exactly the same way ever again.
Well, and as you said too, I'm sure the cowboy appreciates it. Being an athletic photographer for the Herald Review, the athletes appreciate it when you capture the shot.
Yes.
And so this shot here, this cowboy biting the dirt,
Yeah.
or getting bucked off here in this other shot right here, I'm pretty sure they appreciate your craft as well.
Yeah.
So you're showing here at the gallery. You're going to be showing throughout the month of February. You have a big reception this next Saturday.
I do.
What prompted you to get your artwork on display down here?
I have been involved in the photography competition at the fair.
With Tom Jensen.
Yes, for the past few years. He talked me into that. And the ladies here have been asking me to show here for a little while. And I was a little bit slow, dragging my feet. Finally, they asked my better half, Penny, the local real estate agent.
Penny.
Parrish.
Okay.
And she said that that's what she wanted for her birthday. So they talked me into coming down and putting these up, and I'm enjoying it.
I see one of your pieces has already been sold. So are a lot of these up for sale, or are they not for sale, or?
They are for sale. A couple have also left, so I'm going to have some more photos.
Oh, really?
put
So
back
some
up.
aren't even making the show then. They've already been sold pre-show.
And I've ordered some prints, so I'm going to be able to have a couple of those back up on the wall again. So.
Well, you have a very entertaining display here, and being a Western photographer and a cowboy nut myself, I really enjoy seeing what we're seeing.
Well, thank you.
We invite you to come down to the gallery located here at 10th Street in Douglas, Saturday, February 22nd from 10 to 1.
Correct.
And Mr. Lawson will be here to talk with you and sign autographs. And actually, Tim, you're on your way to Tombstone today to go shoot the rodeo over there, the
At the Shootout Arena in Tombstone, they have bull riding going on. So 2 o'clock today, I'm going to be down there inside the arena, jumping up the fence to get away from some of the bulls and having a good time.
So if anybody wants to learn more about your work, where do they go? How do they find you?
Tim Lawson Photography. You can search me up and find me. I'm on Facebook. I'm elsewhere. Come on down to the reception. I'll be here to answer some questions. And yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to chat with us. You live in Portal.
I do.
So this was a long ways to come in, but you're also making a stop here in Douglas on your way to Tombstone.
Yes.
So we appreciate your time, and we look forward to your show next weekend, Tim.
All right. Thank you very much.